Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a plan with me with the Simply Gilded and Teresa Collins collab washi tape set. And this also came with this really cute Pursue Your Passion card, by the way. It's a very Teresa Collins and Simply Gilded kind of quote. Oh, and I got this Teresa Collins pen from PlannerCon. You can check out my vlog on my channel. So jumping straight into this plan with me, I wanted to go ahead and put this washi tape down on the bottom. This was one of the most graphic washi tapes from this collection, and you can't really see unless you zoom in, but each of these hearts has a little word on it. Oh, and this little pen looking tool, this is actually something you can use to cut the washi tape. I learned about this at PlannerCon also, by the way, because I was sitting next to Laura, who's the owner of this shop called the Ink Road shop, I believe, and she showed me this cool thing, and I really like using it, especially when I'm putting washi tape down and I need to get a good cut next to the cords. Next to the coils. Anyways, one thing I really wanted to do with this plan with me is try to use each of the washi tapes of this set, and a lot of the washi is 15 millimeters, and so that it can take up a good amount of the writing space, so I wanted to try to figure out how to most effectively use it without covering up too much of the white space. And what I like about this washi tape is I like putting something that has a more translucent or slightly transparent background along the top, because it can cover up some of the numbers. You can kind of see it covers up a little bit just there, but because it is a little see-through, you can kind of still see the numbers. And because part of my planner piece strategy is not worrying about everything being so perfect, I'm like, it's good enough for me. So I have always heard about Simply Gilded, but I really didn't get too into it until PlannerCon, to be honest. There's just something about these little golden or metallic bows. It's just so pretty. And so see here, one thing I like to do when I'm trying to figure out where the washi tape is I'll kind of line it up against some of the lines of the planner and kind of visualize how much writing space I'll have left over if I put the washi down in a particular place. So this washi tape I decided to put along the top, and I like doing to-do lists Monday through Friday, and sometimes I like to use a little bit of washi tape to try to help highlight where those to-do boxes are going to go. It's just something that kind of makes the different boxes a little bit more cohesive. And yeah, just using that little washi trimmer tool to get really nice lines on this. And since I want to go with a really washi tape heavy look for this layout, I'm going ahead and adding more of this washi tape down on the bottom, and you'll see I'm actually covering up that empty space between the boxes. Because I'm using so much washi tape, I thought this would help buy me a little bit more writing space, and I'm just placing it on the same columns as that upper row. And here is another one of the patterns from this washi tape set. Again, I think I'm going to go ahead and cover up that empty space between the boxes just to get a little bit more writing space back. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and cover up the same boxes. That way, these are kind of like my weekday boxes, and they'll be different from the weekend boxes. So you'll notice the planner was upside down before. That's because I like to turn it upside down sometimes when I'm trying to figure out how to get the washi tape to line up with the lines just right. And I'll also take the planner and fold it in half and flip it around, basically whatever it takes to make it easy for me to get the washi tape down. I'm going to use the same pretty floral pattern over here in the left-hand column, and the reason I like to put washi tape over here is so I can divide that column into multiple sections and have different groups of features. And that lower section is pretty big, and I haven't been using all of the writing space here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and use this as an opportunity to use more of that pretty gold bow washi tape down there, and just opening it up to take a look at it and see how it's looking, where I want to fill in more washi tape and all that fun stuff. So I really like this quote washi tape, and I definitely wanted to put this one on last because I thought it would be a nice one for layering. So I took a little piece where it says, "Do what you love," and unfortunately part of the words were cut off, so I just removed that, and now I have a full quote left here. And I'm going to layer this on top of the other washi tape so that it doesn't take up some of my writing space. And that little piece says, "Be the change," and I'm looking for a place to put this next piece of quote. And I think it looks pretty good over here. I like how it's a little asymmetrical this way. And this one says, yes, you can. And I'm actually layering this one on top of the washi tape just to give it a little bit different of a look. You'll notice on the left-hand side, it's in the middle of the washi, and on the right, it's more to the top. And folding it in half again, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at my weekend section, and I'm using this Micron 05 pen in black ink, and I'm going to go ahead and try my hand at script writing weekend. You guys know I'm not the best with my handwriting, but I kind of took a look at one of my Happy Planner sticker books and tried to mimic some of the script that I saw there. And I'm just filling it in a little bit more to make that weekend a little bit more bold. Since it does go over those lines, I wanted it to stand out just a little bit more. And I'm just adding these little 3 dots just to kind of embellish the weekend a little bit more. Okay, opening it up to see how everything's looking together, and I'm really liking it so far. All right, so this heart-shaped washi tape, I think I'm going to use this to cover up those little green flags at the top. Since this colorway is all about the pink, white, black, and gold, I thought the green didn't really go, and I do try to kind of like let it slide because I do find those little flags are kind of hard to cover up. But I'm just going to layer some washi tape up there, and kind of bothered me that the bow is getting covered up, but I was like, we're just gonna go with it. And just repeating the same thing on the opposite side to get that green page flag looking thing covered up. And I do think that looks better because the green was a little distracting with this color scheme. And the weekend area is looking a little empty, so I am going to take a different washi tape so that you can kind of tell these weekend columns are different than the weekday columns. And I'm going to go ahead and fill some of this in, and I think I'm just going to repeat the same one on the lower box as well. I don't know why, but these gold bows just make me really happy. Don't they look pretty in the sun? Okay, and using my Micron 05 pen again, I'm going to go ahead and draw in some event boxes. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use some event stickers, but I thought, you know what, let's just keep it just to the washi tape set, and anything else that I want to add to this that I can't add with washi tape, I'll just go ahead and draw in. So I just created these little event boxes by drawing 3 hearts side by side at the top and then drawing the rest of the box lines around it. And just making sure that this is drying nicely because I'm actually going to take these colored pencils and get a little bit more artistic with this layout. For now, I'm just trying to match these colored pencils to the same color as the washi tape, and I noticed that the 2 pinks between the floral and the heart washi are slightly different in color, so I'm using 2 very similar pink colors and just doing 1 color in the middle and 1 color on the other hearts. And I like using colored pencils recently instead of markers because I feel like the markers can sometimes pick up the black ink. Even if you're using one that is not meant to leak, if it's not quite dry all the way, it can sort of blur into it a bit. So I love that with the colored pencils it doesn't bleed as much. And yeah, just taking a pen, and now I'm working right to left because I'm a lefty and I was worried it might smear. I'm just drawing in these to-do titles at the top of each of these boxes, and this is a type of font or script or whatever you want to call it that I've been really loving recently, and it's like a slightly bold but slightly pretty looking type of lettering, or at least that's what it looks like in my mind. I'm just going to use these same colored pencil colors to fill in the little area that I have. And I think what I'm going to do is the lower section of the box, do 1 color, and then come back in with the other color and color the top section of the box, if that makes sense. So it's like a slightly ombre pink look. And yeah, I learned about using colored pencils in my planner from Nicole Rickson when I was at PlannerCon. She was talking about using different art, more like fine art. I'm not sure if these color pencils are considered fine art, but more like true art supplies materials versus planner materials in your planner. And I've been having a lot of fun playing with that recently. I don't know what it is about it. Yeah, just turning my attention up to this box, I'm just going to draw 4 little hearts in the corner here. And I usually reserve this box for my gratitude box, even though I like to try to keep a daily gratitude journal. And then I wasn't sure which kind of lettering to do, but I decided to go ahead and do a script similar to what I did on the weekend side. So the top section is for goals and the bottom section is for like my weekly to-dos. And I decided to go ahead and get even a little bit more artsy, and I tried to replicate the same flowers that you see in the pink floral washi tape with my pen and ink and colored pencils. And the reason I decided to do this is I like having bigger graphics in addition to the smaller graphics. I think it just, for some reason in my mind, gives it like a really nice look overall. And so usually I'll use like a big flower sticker or something like that. But like I said, I wanted to keep this plan with me to just the washi tape set with, you know, different writing utensils. So I'm just going ahead and doing my own little flower thing here, and you know, it doesn't match the washi tape exactly, but I like to think it's kind of close. And even though it doesn't run as easily, the colored pencil can still pick up a little bit of the ink. So now that the ink's had a little bit more time to dry, I'm going ahead and going back and filling these colors in. And so I did do a bit of an ombre pink with these flowers. So the flowers in the washi tape were actually, I think, the same color pink, but I thought it would just tie my color scheme together nicely, especially since I used the two pink colors on my little box, event boxes. So I'm just going ahead and making up my own thing here, doing ombre flowers. So it's like one pink on the inside and one pink on the outside. And I'm just leaving the leaves actually black outlines because that I did want to try to match the washi tape. And I thought if I added green at this point, it might be a little distracting for the color scheme. But yeah, I try to put these flowers kind of in like little corners and areas where I don't tend to write quite as much, since I am using a lot more decorations in the writing space. Just decided to add one more little event box. This is so when I'm teaching Zumba, I have a little thing to signify that, and just coloring in the heart again with the colored pencil. But yeah, this is the overall design. Hope you guys like it. Love how the gold looks in sun. If you guys like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up so I'll know you want to see more Plan With Me's, and please consider subscribing. Both of those things will really help support my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!